Hey wild-hearted yogis, it's Alexis and I'm back with another powerful vinyasa flow just for you. Today we're going to be focusing on standing balancing. Balancing anything in life is super important, right? So like balancing work and play, balancing action, and taking some time for rest and self-care. And in yoga, that balance of effort and ease is called Sthira and Sukham. So when you're practicing Sthira, you're taking action in your poses by activating your muscles, by bringing some more effort into alignment and into your focus. And when you're practicing Sukham, you're utilizing your breath to bring ease into your practice and you're relaxing into your poses. So today in the flow, I encourage you to practice Sthira and Sukham together in each pose, balancing the effort and the muscle and the action with the breath and the fluidity and the ease. And for today's practice, you could use a block. It would be helpful, and you can place it towards the front of your mat. And I wanted to share with you that if you like these videos, please share that on YouTube by pressing the like button, and share these videos with your friends, your family members, anybody that you think would be interested. The more the merrier. And I appreciate your support in helping to build this community. So let's get started, and we'll get started today on our backs. All right, so we're on our backs and we're starting in Supta Baddha Konasana today, or recline bound angle. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And here, if you have a little curve in your lumbar spine like I do, pull your belly button up and in and tuck your pelvis slightly under so that your tailbone descends here. And you lessen the space between your low back and the mat. Maybe there's no space and you zip it all the way onto the floor, onto your mat. And that gives you access to activating your low core, your Uddiyana Bandha, and start to build some strength in the lower abs and take some pressure off the low back. So if you haven't already, start your Ujjayi breath here, breathing in 4 counts through the nose and out through the nose with constricted throat muscles. So it sounds like this. An audible breath that's called victorious breath. And this breath is the Sukham. It brings the ease into the practice and helps to calm down the fight or flight response so that we can practice the Sthira, the effort. And cultivate that Ujjayi breath with intention. Fill up your whole belly. And then let every last drop of air go. Keeping your low back zipped up on the mat, draw your feet up and take your hands, place them in the outside edges of your feet, so the blade edges. I like to interlace my fingers here for reclined butterfly pose. You can draw your feet closer in towards your chest. And gently use your elbows to guide your knees out towards opposite sides. Check in with your upper back, draw your chin in towards your chest so that you feel your shoulders root down into the mat. Relax your gaze. And release your left foot all the way down. Keep your right foot in where it is. And then take your right arm around your right knee and your left hand around your right foot. Interlace your fingers at the outside of your right shin and your shoulder blades will hover. Your left heel will be long and heavy. And start to draw the shin in closer to the chest. Find the stretch in your IT band, the outside of your right thigh. Maybe feel this in the hip. Keep those right toes flexed. And gently release this side. Left foot will come around to the front of your torso, hooking into the crux of the right elbow, and then the knee will come into the crux of the left elbow. Interlace the fingers. Draw the left shin to the chest, stay heavy in the right leg. I find that flexing my right toes helps to keep the integrity of my leg in the earth. And feel a stretch in the IT band, the hip on the left side. And slowly release that leg down. Roll onto your left side. You can stay on your left bicep, or you can draw your left forearm down to the mat. For infinity pose, grab your right big toe and then kick up to the sky. Find a stretch in your hamstring. And this is a balance here, actually, on your hip. So maybe you're figuring out that get a little wobbly here. You might go forward or go back. And if you want to increase that feeling, you can actually, come all the way down onto the left arm. And then you'll have to re-engage through the core and kick up through the right foot to find a balance here. Who knew you can balance laying on your side? And slowly release this side. Roll over onto the right side. Right bicep under the ear, or you can do that shelf with the forearm. Grab the left big toe with the left peace finger, then kick up to the sky. And play around here a little bit. See if you can find your balance by lengthening out through the right side body and the right arm, and kicking up more through the left foot. And slowly release this leg down. And come to your back with both feet planted, and then walk your toes closer to the front of your mat. Grab behind your thighs with your hands and pull your chest up. Root down through the sit bones and hinge from your back so that there's a straight line from your glutes to your shoulders, and then reach out through your hands, palms face the sky. The toes are really light on the mat. Lots of work in the core. And start to pulse the chest up. Pulsing from the solar plexus, the center of your chest. They can be really small, or you can make them bigger. Make sure you're bringing in the sukha with your breath. And keep the pulse. Start to draw your left leg up off of the mat. Hands come to heart center. And then twist to the side, elbow and knee connect, and then draw it out. Getting into the obliques on the left side. Kick out through the left foot and crunch over to the left, keeping your hands at heart center. Last 5 moments, so take your breath and your movement, your pace. And this last one, hold elbow to knee, twist over to the left, and then slowly release that down. Pulse through the center, release your palms to the sky, find that hinge in the back, and start to draw the right leg up off the mat. Hands come through to heart center. Left elbow, right knee crunch, and then draw it out. Bring it in, and then out. Relax your jaw. I say that because I need to relax mine. And we'll be here for 5 more moments. Keep the breath flowing. And come back to center. All 10 toes touch down, chest hinges, and then release back. Take big body rocks, 3 of them. Feel every vertebra on the mat. And then after your third, cross your ankles and come to a tabletop position. Take 2 cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly for cow. Relax the shoulders down the back. Exhale, cat pose. Press through the tops of the feet. Arch through the upper back. Inhale, cow. I like to tuck my toes so I can stretch out the bottoms of my feet. Then exhale, cat pose. Look in toward your belly button and activate that section of your abs. And come back to a tabletop position. Bend your elbows, start to slowly draw your chest down to the mat. And slither your legs back. We'll take cobra pose. So thumbs come by your ribs. Elbows draw in towards your sides, and that automatically melts your shoulder blades down away from your ears. And inhale, lift the chest, little to no weight in the hands. Try to use your low back and your lats. Exhale, melt it down. 2 more. Inhale, cobra pose. Press through your hips. And exhale, melt it down. Last one, cobra pose on your inhale. And maybe hover your hands. Use your strong back muscles to keep you lifted. And exhale, melt it down. Tuck your toes under, press up to a high plank. Now hold it here for a few breaths. So belly draws in, pelvis tucks under, weight shifts into the balls of your feet, maybe even into your toes. Spread your fingers out really wide and keep your gaze a few inches in front of your mat. Spine is long. Lots of effort here. Bring the ease in with your gaze, relax your eyes, and with your breath, amp it up. One last full round of breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly start to walk your hands back to your feet. And we'll take ragdoll pose here. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. So you're gonna feel that this is gonna activate your hamstrings a little bit more. It's also a test of balance. Grab opposite elbows and swing side to side. The effort is keeping your attention on your balance and your hamstring stretch, and then the ease is just relaxing your torso down, your head and your neck. Maybe shake it, yeah, shake it, no. No tension there. And you can stay right here in ragdoll pose, or you can draw your left forearm to the back of your right calf, and then same with the other side, and take an infinity grip here in your forward fold. You're pulling your hands on the backs of your legs so that your chest can draw down. Breathe here. I know this is a deeper hamstring stretch. And then release. Hands come to the ground, and then they walk back up to high plank. Pull the belly in. Take an inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come up and back. And here in downward facing dog, you can pedal out your feet by drawing one heel to the mat and then the other. And take your left foot in the center of your mat. Take your right foot, and it's going to be used as an assistant here. So between your right big toe and your second toe, it's going to hook onto the back of your left foot. And you're going to draw your left heel down with your right foot. You're going to feel a nice juicy stretch in your left calf. And then we'll walk back out to downward facing dog, and then right foot will come. Left foot will be the assistant this time. Take the big toe and second toe around the back of the right foot, and then draw the ankle down. And step the feet back out to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, maybe come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, melt both heels down. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend and stack open your hips here. Right heel comes close to the glute. Draw your right shoulder blade down. And look back. Set your gaze at one point at the back of your mat. So you're grounded here with your sukha, your ease, your effortlessness, your relaxation. And then find sukha as you draw your right knee high to the sky and your left heel to the mat. Feel that opposing force. And then inhale, reach that right leg back, three-legged dog. Belly button pulls up and in. Exhale, step the foot to thumb, low lunge. Here in low lunge, find groundedness, tend through your fingertips, peel your chest up. And then slowly launch forward to standing splits. Root down through the right foot, reach the left foot up to the sky. Hands will walk back towards your right foot, and then you'll look at your right knee. Bring the breath back in, and then reach your left heel up higher, and reach your chest down lower so it melts over your right thigh. Take another inhale and lift your left heel a little bit higher. On your exhale, big step back, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist. Right arm sweeps high to the sky. And then check in with that top shoulder. Melt it down your back to open up your chest. And draw that right hip down and that left hip up to square off the hips. On your exhale, that lifted hand will drop, and so will your back knee. Come to half splits. So today, stack your hips and your knee in one line on the left side. And feel how that helps to deepen the pose, especially when you flex your right toes to your shins. You can crawl your fingertips closer to your right heel and draw that right hip back. Woo, I'm feeling in my right hamstring. I hope you are too. Then bend through that right knee. We'll take grounded exalted warrior. So right hand wraps around the back. Left bicep comes up by the ear. Then you'll feel the psoas stretch, your left hip flexor stretch. You can drop that hip down a little bit more. Take another inhale and reach back through the left hand. And exhale, flow. Chaturanga. Step back to high plank. And bend the elbows for low plank. Pull the belly in. Upward facing dog. Roll over the tops of your feet as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg will reach high for a three-legged dog. Then bend and stack open your hips. Left heel comes to the glute. Sukha, relax the space between your eyes and your jaw. And then press down through your hands, especially the L's, thumbs, and pointer fingers, to take pressure off of your wrists and activate your forearm. So feel those muscles light up. Take an inhale, come back to three-legged dog. Then exhale, step foot to thumb, low lunge. Land here and tend through your fingertips. Gaze is set a few inches in front of your mat. And then gaze will continue there as you reach your right foot up to the sky, and then it'll draw back for standing splits. And walk your hands back towards your left foot. And turn your right hip down to square off the hips, or right pinky toe turning down will help that too. And draw the foot a little bit higher. Stay here for your inhale. Then exhale, big step back, low lunge. Grounded twist, peel that left arm up to the sky. And then you might notice your right hip drops down as you draw the left arm up. So draw the right hip back up and the left arm up. Re-engage to that low core to help keep you stable. And drop that right knee down, left hand down, flex the left toes. You might have to walk that right knee back a little bit to stack it right under the hip. So do that. And pull that left hip back for half splits. One side may feel different than the other. My right side was way more on fire. Maybe you're the opposite. And stamp through that left foot. Exalted, grounded warrior. So you're gonna press through the top of the right foot. Grounded, exalted warrior is what I meant. And drop that right hip down. Woo, feel the psoas stretch. Right hip flexor stretch. Inhale, bicep comes up by the ear. And then exhale, chaturanga. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's flow through that breath to movement. Find the vinyasa. Balance the sthira and the sukha. So make sure you're taking full breaths. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. On your exhale, step it through for low lunge, foot to thumb. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg reaches high to the sky. Exhale, big step back for low lunge. Plant your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Look up towards your top thumb. Exhale, drop your back knee, half splits. Flex your right toes. On your inhale, exalted, grounded, exalted warrior. Inhale, reach your left bicep up by your ear. And then exhale, chaturanga flow. Step back, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, reach that left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, right leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, drop it down, bend the left knee. Inhale, grounded twist, look up towards that top thumb. Exhale, right knee drops, flex the left toes, half splits. Inhale, grounded, exalted. Bend through the left knee, right bicep by the ear. Then exhale, chaturanga flow. Step back, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, broad collarbones. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Launch, standing splits. Left leg reaches on the inhale. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Grounded twist, peel the center of the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, drop knee, flex right toes, half splits. Inhale, grounded, exalted. Take the half bind with the right arm. And then exhale, flow. High to low. Up to down. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Standing splits, micro bend in the left knee. Exhale, big bend in the left knee, drop the right foot. Grounded twist, left arm sweeps. Exhale, drop right knee, half splits. Inhale, bend through the left knee, left arm behind the back. Then exhale, flow. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, draw the quad to the chest. Make space, step the foot through, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Maybe hover those hands this time. Then exhale, with control, step it back, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist. Broaden through the collarbones. And exhale, drop that back knee, flex the right toes. Inhale to grounded, exalted. Gaze follows the thumb. And then exhale, flow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look back, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, draw the thigh to the chest, make space, and step through, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Draw hands maybe to ankle. And exhale with control, step it back, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist. Exhale, drop the knee, flex the left toes. Inhale, grounded, exalted. Find space in the torso and the side bodies. And then exhale, flow. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll over those toes and look back between your feet. Inhale, look to your hands. And on your exhale, maybe walk your feet forward. Bend and hover those knees. And then launch, balance on your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Roll the shoulders down the back. Press through the tailbone. And then exhale, melt chest to thighs. On your inhale, hot chair pose. So I'm going to step up so I have more space. Come all the way up onto your tippy toes. Sink your hips back and down and zombie out your arms. So like reach them forward and come really high up onto your heels. And find that as you come up onto your heels, maybe you can drop your hips down a little bit more. Draw shoulders out of the ears. Hot chair pose. And slowly start to drop the hips down for toe stand. And bring your hands through your heart center. If your heels stay really high, and you're balancing on the balls of your feet, And notice that your gaze helps your stability. It helps to bring relaxation into this pose. So set your gaze at one point. And drop your right heel down. Come to one-legged chair. It's like a pistol squat. Your left toes will flex. Hands can stay at heart center or reach up overhead. I'm gonna keep mine at heart center. Hips back and down, bend through the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Arms sweep back. Knee is over the ankle. Belly pulls up and in, shoulders out of the ears. And set your gaze a few inches in front of your right foot. And draw your triceps higher to the sky. On your inhale, windmill your arms open for star pose. And on your exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. So flex your right toes. Hands come through to heart center, or they can stay grounded, but find an inner leg line stretch. And if Skandasana is too intense for you in the hips, you can come to a lateral lunge. All 10 toes will point towards the side of the mat, so you choose. And this transition is going to test your balance. So we're gonna fly from Skandasana to tree pose on the side of your mat. So from Skandasana, plant your right foot down and then launch to tree. Left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Hands stay at heart center. Lift that right quad and ungrip the toes. Bring some Sukha in. Belly pulls in, bring Sthira in. Hug the muscles onto the bone in the standing leg, and then take your left foot, cross it over the right thigh, and drop into figure four. Left toes are flexed and active. Hips are drawing back and down. Set the gaze at one point. And start to spin your left knee over your right for eagle legs, and then take your left arm underneath your right, wrap your arms. And squeeze through your inner thighs. So find your midline, start to light up. Eagle pose will be your inhale. Exhale is nested eagle, elbows and knees touch. On your inhale, open staff. Flex through your left toes. And exhale, big step back, warrior two to the front. Right toes turn out. And scoop that right hip under. You might even want to take your hands and draw the outside of your right leg under your left leg up. And once you get that set up, look over your right middle finger. On your inhale, reverse your warrior. Right bicep comes by the ear. And on your exhale, look in front of your right foot and launch into half moon. This is where you might need your block at the front of your mat under your right hand. Your left arm will come up towards the sky. And then roll that left hip over your right. Flex your left toes. Stay super active and engaged through the lifted leg. Look up towards that top thumb. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale, step together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. And on your exhale, bend and hover your knees and hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, melt chest to thighs. Inhale, hot chair. So rise up onto your tippy toes as you reach your arms up like you're a zombie coming out from the earth. Sink your hips back and down. Then draw your upper arm bones into your shoulder sockets. So you broaden through the collarbones. You're flat in the back. Hands come to heart center, melt down into toe stand. Stay high up on those heels. And balance hips to heels. And hands can stay at heart for one-legged chair. Left foot drops. Inhale, kick that right leg out. And bend and sink down through the hips. Yeah. On your inhale, stay. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Right foot steps back. Sweep those arms back. And inhale, peel up to star pose. And on your exhale, sink into your right knee for Skandasana. Flex the left toes. And my right heel peels up off the mat. You may find that you can ground it down to kind of see where you are today. And if you can keep your chest lifted and do that. And then we'll launch into tree pose. So plant down through the left foot without too much momentum on the right foot. Draw the right foot in towards the left thigh. Tree pose is your inhale, grow long through the crown of your head. Exhale, figure four. Right ankle over your left knee, hips stay back and down. Maybe chest comes parallel to the thigh or to the shin. And slither that right knee up and over the left. Draw the right arm underneath the left for eagle pose. On your inhale, draw those fingertips up to the sky. Get long through your spine. Right hip will draw back. Then exhale, nested eagle, elbows and knees touch. On your inhale, open staff, cactus the arms, flex the right toes. And exhale, big step back, warrior two. Left toes turn out to the front. This time, wrap the under edge of the left leg towards your heart. Press through the blade edge of your right foot. Then inhale, reverse. Little to no weight in that back hand. And exhale, half moon. So you can take that the block under the left hand and launch, lifting your right foot up to the sky. And peel that right hip open. Flex through the right toes. And lift through the right fingertips. Look up towards your top thumb. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Press that tailbone back. Reach the crown of the head forward. And exhale, flow. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And we'll flow through that breath to movement. Testing our balance and knowing that Sthira and Sukha are important in balance to bring in equally. Now inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tiptoe chair, hop chair. Come all the way up onto the balls of your feet. Then exhale, toes stand. Sink the hips to heels. Drop the right heel, one-legged chair on your inhale. On your exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Left leg steps back. Inhale, open up to star pose. Exhale, Skandasana to the back. Flex your right toes. Maybe ground through the left heel. And then tree on the inhale, launch. Left foot to the inside of the right leg. Exhale, figure four. Left ankle over right knee. Take eagle pose. Find the wrap in the legs, maybe left arm underneath the right. Inhale. Exhale, nested eagle, round and curl. Inhale, open staff, cactus the arms. Exhale, step it back. Turn the right toes forward, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, long side body stretch. And then exhale, half moon, launch forward, maybe grab a block. Left leg reaches up, stay for the inhale. Exhale, step together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands, walk forward. Bend and hover the knees, and then hop to the top. Halfway lift, press into your shins. Exhale, forward fold, look towards your thighs. Inhale, the hot chair. Draw the upper arm bones back into the shoulder sockets, and then keep them there to sink into toe stand. Thumbs draw through to heart center. Inhale, one-legged chair, pistol squat. Right leg reaches out long. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. They sweep back. Inhale to star. Exhale, Skandasana. Sink into the right knee, flex the left toes. Then inhale, tree. Little bend in the left leg helps. Exhale, figure four. Right ankle over the left knee, sink low. Activate the core. Eagle pose on the inhale. Arms draw up to open up the heart. Exhale, round and curl, nested eagle. Inhale, open staff. Cactus the arms, flex the right toes. Exhale, warrior two, big step back. Inhale, reverse, side body stretch on the left. And then exhale, you can take that block under your left hand, launch into half moon. Right arm, right leg reaches up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend and hover, press through your hands and hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your tiptoe chair. Come the highest that you have, come on your heels. Reach them all the way up and then reach the arms out. Pull the belly in, draw the shoulders out of the ears, and slow, with control, come to toe stand. Hands through heart. Plant the right foot. Inhale, left leg up, one-legged chair. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale to star. Exhale, Skandasana to the back. Flex the right toes. And then launch in a tree. Pull that belly in. Draw the left leg up to the inside of the thigh or the calf. And then take figure four. Left ankle over right knee. Eagle pose, from the skin to the muscle to the bones. Hug in and reach up. Exhale, nested eagle, round and curl. Inhale, open staff. Exhale, big step back, warrior two. Turn the right toes out and stay low in the legs. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, half moon. Maybe hand comes to the floor this time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend and hover and hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tiptoe chair. Feel the muscles on your arms hug the bones. Feel the skin wrap around those two things as you reach out through the fingertips. And then slowly lower those hips down over the heels. Plant the left foot. Inhale to one-legged chair, right foot kicks out. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms, sweep them back. Inhale to star. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Tree pose on your inhale. Right leg comes up. Exhale, figure four, right ankle over the left knee. Draw the knees together, come to eagle. Right arm under left, inhale. Exhale, nested eagle. Inhale, open staff. Exhale, big step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, gaze follows the thumb. Then exhale, maybe the left hand plants on the floor this time instead of a block. Right toes flex, right arm reaches high. Breath in. Forward fold on your breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, flow. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take two big breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose. One more exhale out of your mouth. Now seal the lips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, look to the top. Step, jump, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Hot chair, come up onto the tippy toes. Reach out through all 10 fingers. Belly pulls in, slowly come down to toe stand. Hands come through heart center. And then you can play here in toe stand. So heels come together, the insides of your feet are together, and then your knees will splay out. So maybe this is enough for you. Or you can drop one knee down and then the other, and then try to come back to toe stand. And once you drop one knee down and then the other, you'll lift one knee and then the other. Testing the balance, doing some core work, and just having fun and playing. Just kind of see where you're at today. Woo! And we'll meet in toe stand. Then drop your right foot, reach the left foot out, sink low for one-legged chair. Then exhale, crescent with airplane arms, arms sweep back. Inhale, star pose, open up. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. We'll inhale to tree pose with the left foot coming in to the thigh or to the calf. And exhale, figure four. You can stay right here or take the left elbow to the inside of the left foot and find a twist, looking over to the right. And come back to center, figure four, maybe wobble. It is standing balancing. And take eagle. Left leg over right, left arm over right, under right. And then come to half staff. Left knee up and into the chest. Take your hand to your hip and your big toe with your peace sign finger and kick out. And open up to the side for standing single leg extension. You can reach out through that right hand. You can stay right here or start to draw the chest down, keeping the leg out. Ungripping the right toes, pulling the belly in. And slowly draw the leg back. Inhale to half staff. Exhale, big step out. Inhale, tee out the arms and lift your heart. Exhale, fold over your wide legs. Look towards the back of your mat for Prasarita. I don't know about you, I'm sweating. Shimmy and shake the hips. Find your ease here, catch your breath. Bring the weight into your toes. And find that you can draw your chest down even more doing that. And walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Turn your right foot out. Keep your left foot slightly pigeon-toed. And on your inhale, grow from the ground up for triangle pose. So if you need that block, you can take it to the outside of your right foot and reach your left arm up to the sky. Your gaze will follow that left thumb. Maybe you start to find a little back bend here. On your inhale, reverse your triangle. Slight bend in that front knee. And then exhale, flow. High to the plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. We've got one more side. So inhale, look to your hands. On your exhale, hop to the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. On your inhale, come up onto your tiptoes for hot chair. Reach out through your fingers, sink low through your hips. Pull that belly in. And then on your exhale, slowly lower down to toe stand. Draw your hands through to your heart center. Then shift the weight into your left heel. Come to one-legged chair on your inhale. Kick out through your right leg. Then exhale, sweep back, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, explode up to star. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Flex your left toes. Then on your inhale, tree pose. Draw the right leg to the right calf. Maybe wobble like I did, or to the inside of your right thigh. Then come to figure four. Right ankle over the left knee and sink low into your hips. Belly pulls in. And slither that knee down for eagle. Right leg wraps over the left. Right arm wraps under the left. And on your inhale, reach up through the crown of your head and your fingertips. Exhale, nested eagle. Elbows come in to meet your knees. And we'll grab for the right big toe here from eagle pose or come to half staff. You choose. And you'll take the right big toe and kick out. The hand comes to the hip on the left side. And plug that femur bone into the hip socket and then start to open up. Extended, standing single leg extension. And then for up leveling this, you can draw the chest down and reach out through the left fingertips and kick out through the right heel. Keep the bind hand to toe. And chest parallel to the floor. And stay here for one more breath in. On your exhale, big step out. Inhale, tee out the arms, lift through the heart. And exhale, prasarita and fold. Interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. And take the chest expansion. And drop your gaze between your thighs. And reach your knuckles up towards the ceiling and then up and overhead. And slowly release the chest expansion. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, crawl the hands forward and turn out through the left foot. Pigeon toe the right foot. And then taking the block to the outside of your left foot, come up to triangle on your inhale. So we're going to grow from the ground up. Reach that right hand to the sky. And straight and strong through that right leg. Press to the blade edge of the foot. Open up through the sternum. Gaze is at the top thumb. And I like to re-engage through my front foot as well by pressing my big toe mound down and shifting the weight into my heel on the left side and on the right. So both heels root down, gives me access to peeling my chest open, having a fuller expression. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out. And come to your knees for seated figure four. Lots of figure fours today. This time, hands come behind your sit bones, and your right ankle will come over your left knee. And you can stay right here, or you can start to draw the hips close to the heel and then draw it back. You can move in and out of this pose. And then to deepen, play with the orientation of your left foot. So draw that heel closer to the hips and find that that deepens this pose. Roll the shoulders down and back out of the ears and flex the right toes. And slowly slide that right knee over the left and come to Gomukhasana legs or cow-faced legs. Heels draw close to the hips. You can sit up tall with your hands behind you if this is enough. Or if you'd like more, leading with the chest and the heart, drop forward and fold. And rounding through the spine. Find the release, a sukha. And maybe crawl your hands forward if you'd like even more. And slowly start to peel your chest up. And draw both legs out long. Remove the flesh from your sit bones and sit up nice and tall. Reach your arms up to the sky. Look between your hands on your inhale. And then exhale, seated forward fold. Draw your hands to your feet or your ankles, whatever you can grab. And round through the spine, chin tucks into the chest. If you'd like to deepen this pose, you can draw the heels closer to the front of your space and flex more through the toes. That'll send lightning up the backs of your legs. And slowly release this pose. Walk your hands back up your legs. Take seated figure 4 on the left side. Left ankle over the right knee. Right foot plants down. Hands come behind you if they weren't already. And draw that left knee out to the side. You can come in and out, just kind of seeing how your hips feel. And then you can play with that right foot by drawing it closer to the hips for a deeper stretch. And slowly draw that left knee to stack over the right. Come to Gomukhasana legs. Left heel, left glute, right heel, left glute. And then opposite side, same. You can sit up nice and tall. Or if you'd like to fold, chest over the thighs, the knees. Forehead and knee can meet. I feel this right here where my hamstring and my hip meet, my glutes. On the outside of my left leg mostly. Maybe you might feel it somewhere different. Slowly come back. Release both legs out long. Come all the way down onto your back. And take a full body stretch. Reach your arms up overhead, your legs out long. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, draw everything in. Knees, arms wrap around the shins. Curl into a little ball. And take legs up the wall. Press through the balls of your feet, and you can place a block underneath your sacrum if you'd like, or you can just draw your heels to the sky without a block, and your sacrum will just release onto the mat. Just stay here for a few moments. Arms can come down by the sides, or they can cactus out for a passive shoulder opener. And slowly release your left leg down. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. And release your fingers at the front of your right shin. Get heavy in your left hip. Supine twist, right knee comes across the body. Right arm tees out. Slowly come back to center. Both knees come in towards the chest. Left knee stays. Right leg comes out long. Wrap it up and around the left rib cage. Then take a supine twist. And look over your left fingers. And gently come back to center for Shavasana, your final resting pose. So shimmy and shake the hips so that they are rooted into the mat. Maybe you're still kind of stacked from supine twist. So bring your hips back to center. Find a real heaviness in your arms and your legs. And allow Sukha to take over, your ease in your practice to take over. And start to deepen your breath. And gently draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock over onto your left or your right side. Use that bicep as a pillow. And then slowly sit up in an easy seat in the center of your mat, behind closed eyes. Be nice and tall. Finding the Sthira and the Sukha even in this easy seat. The effort and the ease, the balance that we'll take off of our mats and into our lives. Bring your hands to your heart center. The wild-hearted yogi in me celebrates and honors the wild-hearted yogi in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Remember, if you like this flow, please give it a like on YouTube and share it with your friends and your family. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It'll give you updates whenever a new video comes out. And then finally, visit wildhearts.yoga/classes if you want to take some classes live with me on Zoom. I teach 3 times a week, 4:30 Primal Flow on Tuesdays, which I cannot actually put on these YouTube channels, so that's just something you'll have to sign up to learn more about. And then Vinyasa Wednesday evenings at 5:30 p.m. and beginner Powerful Flow Fundamentals Thursday at 9 a.m. and all times are Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, so I hope to see you in person in one of my classes, and if not, I'll see you next time here on YouTube. Have a great day.